This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. Nearly 3 months into vaccinating the public, we are getting some new guidance today that's certain to brighten your mood. The CDC says fully vaccinated people can ditch those masks, at least in certain situations.
Health experts say it's the light at the end of the tunnel that we've been waiting for. But as our Gabriella Becerra shares, those people should still be careful. Gabby?
Well, here in Dane County, about 13% of people have received both doses of their COVID-19 vaccine. So while this is exciting news, doctors want to remind us that it only affects a sliver of the population. It's a sigh of relief and a step closer to the end.
It does allow some additional hope as we can consider returning to whatever our new normal may be.
The latest CDC recommendations say fully vaccinated people can gather in small groups without wearing masks.
When you're in those spaces, I think it's always important to check in with the other folks around you to make sure that they're as comfortable as you might be.
So while it's exciting to loosen up a bit, doctors want people to still use caution.
Just because you can doesn't mean that you need to.
UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff says the vaccine does a good job at protecting people from becoming really sick with the virus, but it doesn't mean a fully vaccinated person can't catch it.
That they would be much less likely to be a significant risk to other people.
But scientists aren't quite sure how a vaccinated person carrying the virus can affect those who aren't vaccinated.
The data isn't yet conclusive on your ability to potentially spread it to others.
Here in Madison and Dane County, a masking requirement will stay in effect for some time still.
I can't say when that might be, but what we know is that masking works. Masking works to protect yourself, and it works to protect the people who you are around.
And a reminder that you aren't fully vaccinated until 2 weeks after you get both doses of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine, or 2 weeks after one dose of the Johnson & Johnson shot.
Gabriella Becerra reporting live. Gabby, thank you. About 2 million more people in Wisconsin, including those with certain pre-existing conditions, will be eligible for the coronavirus vaccine's next round. Wisconsin Deputy Health Secretary Julie Willems Van Dyke said today the new eligibility group will likely be unveiled on Thursday. The last expansion, which included teachers and grocery store workers, was about 700,000 people. Health officials have been under pressure to broaden those eligible to people with underlying health conditions that could put them more at risk of serious illness should they get COVID-19.
For the first time since June, Wisconsin has reported fewer than 200 positive COVID cases in a single day. DHS information shows that 178 cases were reported. Just over 4,000 people received a dose of a COVID vaccine in the last 24 hours. Over 603,000, or 10.4% of Wisconsin residents, have now received both of their vaccine shots, and about 18.4% of the population has got at least one shot. And in Dane County, just over 73,000 residents have now received both doses.
The UW system tells us they're looking into reports that Chancellor Rebecca Blank tried to keep discussions last fall about Big Ten football out of the public eye.
Well, this comes in the wake of a Washington Post report about the secrecy surrounding the Big Ten's decision to ultimately play its football season. Naomi Coles breaks it down. Naomi?
I just got this statement from the UW system in the last half hour. They said they learned of the report late last week, and they're still assessing what happened in this situation. In that Washington Post report, Blank told other Big Ten leaders that discussions about campus protocol and football season should happen on a separate third-party platform. She wrote in an email, "Please note that anything that arrives in or is sent from my email can be requested as a public record." And then later in that email, "Perhaps we can do this through the Big Ten portal, which will assure confidentiality." I'll have the full details that UW system shared with me ahead at 6, and more from that string of emails with Blank and other Big Ten leaders.
Thank you, Naomi. We'll see you at 6. New money for a national vaccination program is included in the President's American Rescue Plan, which the Senate passed over the weekend and is now headed for a final vote in the House. The bill includes $1,400 stimulus checks for many Americans. Other elements include a child tax credit of up to $3,600 per child, as well as a $34 billion expansion of Obamacare subsidies.
We'll be having a further discussion about this bill as we move forward to its passage in the next 24, 48 hours.
These people In the Congress today, the House and the Senate on the Democratic side are out of control liberals.
Not a single Republican in either chamber has voted to support the bill.
President Biden is set to make his first primetime address this week. The president will speak to the nation on Thursday night. He'll commemorate the one-year anniversary of the COVID-19 shutdown. March 11th is significant because on that day last year, the World Health Organization declared coronavirus a global pandemic. A sunny and spring-like start to the work week. Very nice out there. And let's get your first one forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio. Gary, what a day.
Yeah, temperatures hit the 60-degree mark for the first time since November 19th, and it looks like we'll probably be at or above 60 for tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Visible cloud track shows that we've had sunshine for much of the day. There are some clouds out to the west that will start moving in, but that will actually keep temperatures up tonight above freezing, and will continue to melt the snow overnight. Take a look at what has happened to the snow depth over the last 24 hours. Boom. A lot of it has just gone away. Now, there are piles of snow around where, the plows have piled it up, but many areas of bare ground now showing across southern Wisconsin. Low temperatures this morning, above freezing, 36 in Madison, 43 was the low in Janesville and in Mineral Point, and high temperatures today were in the upper 50s to the middle 60s. It was as warm as 64 degrees in Lone Rock and 65 in Boscobel. And right now, temperatures have cooled off a little bit into the mid-50s to the lower 60s, and over the last 24 hours, you can see that's a change of about 15 to almost 20 degrees just over the last 24 hours. By tomorrow morning, look for temperatures to drop actually into the middle 30s by around midnight, then hold steady overnight. Then as the clouds clear out tomorrow, the winds will pick up out of the south and temperatures will jump right back up to 60. We'll see some showers and even a few thunderstorms late tomorrow night into Wednesday and Wednesday night, but temperatures should stay mild even into Thursday. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. A Dane County judge has set a $100,000 cash bond for the man accused in a deadly Sun Prairie shooting. 33-year-old Anthony Young faces a first-degree reckless homicide charge along with felony bail jumping and drug possession. The victim, 29-year-old Shanton Robinson, was dropped off at a Madison clinic back on February 23rd and later died at a hospital. Young is expected back in court for a preliminary hearing next week on Thursday.
A University of Wisconsin Whitewater basketball player is under investigation for allegedly assaulting a woman outside of a Whitewater bar. Police were first notified of the incident when the female victim reported it Friday evening. Whitewater Police Chief Aaron Rapp says the department's investigation into the incident is ongoing, but will likely be finished in 2 days. Authorities are deciding between municipal and state-level charges of assault and battery. News 3 is not naming the suspect in the attack because he has not been arrested or charged. A UW Whitewater spokesman says the university is aware of the incident, but declined to share details due to the ongoing investigation.
A man waiting on his second trial for a 2017 killing in Janesville is accused of knocking a 57-year-old man unconscious in the Rock County Jail. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says 24-year-old Julian Colazzo was arrested on charge of battery by prisoner and substantial battery after allegedly attacking a Beloit man. Colazzo has been in custody since shortly after the December 2017 killing of 43-year-old Christine Skasia-Lubeck. And the authorities say Colazzo stabbed Skasia-Lubeck in her Janesville home. Colazzo has pleaded not guilty to first-degree intentional homicide. His first trial ended in a mistrial when the jury could not reach a unanimous verdict.
Janesville police say they need the public's help to find a missing 13-year-old girl. Police say Chloe Benage is 5 feet tall and weighs about 110 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes and often wears her hair in a bun. Anyone who has seen her or has information is asked to call Janesville Police at 608-755-3100.
Jury selection is delayed at least a day in the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, accused of causing the death of George Floyd last May. The weeks-long process of picking jurors in the trial of Chauvin is pushed off until at least tomorrow. The court is first dealing with an appeal over the possible reinstatement of a third-degree murder charge against the former Minneapolis officer. Chauvin already facing charge of second-degree murder and also manslaughter after pressing his knee into Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes, holding the position even after Floyd went limp.
Are you hopeful that justice will be served?
I'm skeptical just because, history shows, but, I'm going to try my best to show support and hopefully they'll do the right thing.
Potential jurors answered questionnaires to determine how much they knew about the case and their opinions about protests. They'll be interviewed individually, and the judge, defense attorney, and prosecutor will all get to ask questions. Once selected, the jury will be escorted to the court and sequestered during deliberations. Opening arguments are slated for March 29th. The
Supreme Court declined today to hear an appeal from former President Trump's lawyers challenging the election results in Wisconsin. Wisconsin State Supreme Court previously ruled against their claims that the election was fraudulent. Trump claims Wisconsin's Elections Commission implemented illegal absentee voting drop boxes and compelled poll workers to improperly correct absentee ballot witness certificates. The Supreme Court appeal represents the last court petition brought by Trump's lawyers, but there are still lingering lawsuits on the election brought by other parties.
This week's weather reminds us fresh fruits, vegetables, and food are within reach. We could know as soon as tomorrow what this year's farmers market plan will look like. Madison's will start April 10th. Location, though, still up in the air. Last year, the market season was delayed at first before it was ultimately moved to the Alliant Energy Center's Willow Island. While many vendors are hopeful the market can and will return to the square at some point this season, they are preparing for anything and relying on their physical brick and mortar locations to pull them through.
And we continue to try to think outside of the box to reach our customer base, because so many of our customers know us from just going downtown.
Jennifer says 80 to 85% of Stella's business comes through farmers market sales during a typical year, and she's not alone. Find out how other local vendors are pivoting as they prepare for another season of uncertainty. That's ahead on News 3 Now at 6.
Today, the Goodman Community Center is kicking off International Women's Day with a fundraiser for one of their programs that empowers local girls. Girls Inc. encourages girls to be strong, smart, and bold. Programming happens across schools and community centers in the area and helps girls grow into leaders who are confident in their own skin. But it's been difficult to connect with participants during the pandemic. The fundraiser will help keep the program going through this year and also provide self-care kits to let girls know they're not alone.
I think it's just a great opportunity to show our young girls that we're here for them as a community and we support them, and we can't wait to be able to get back to normal and be together again.
The self-care kits include candles, bath bombs, books, and art kits from local businesses. They'll be delivered to girls in early April. If you're interested in supporting the Girls Inc. program, you can visit goodmancenter.org/girl.
Along with International Women's Day today, it is National Women in Construction Week, and the city of Madison is highlighting some local women in construction. Janine Zwart is a facilities management construction project manager for the city of Madison. She's worked for the city now for over 3 decades, and she says starting out in the construction business, she wasn't taken seriously because she was a woman, but things have changed a lot since then.
So many more women in the field. I mean, you see women architects that you're working with, women engineers, other project managers, plumbers, electricians. You see them everywhere.
Zwart says one of the most memorable projects she's been a part of was the remodeling of the municipal building, which was a $30 million project. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, Meghan and Prince Harry stun the world with their tell-all interview with Oprah, how the world is reacting today. And coming up tonight at 6, some students are heading back to the classroom this week in Madison. Take a look at what safety precautions are in place for those students next hour, News 3 Now at 6. And on Wall Street, mixed numbers as the Dow soars more than 306 points. The Nasdaq falls about the same, down 311. S&P fell more than 20, and we'll be right back.
Tonight on CBS, kick off your night with A New Neighborhood and Bob Hart's Abishola, followed by The Equalizer and Bull. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Hey folks, Tuesday morning, the different ways that Dane County is supporting its local restaurants and what more they need to survive beyond the pandemic. We'll also take a look at the pandemic's impact on golf around Madison. That's Tuesday morning from 4:30 to 7.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Reaction is coming in following Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's 2-hour sit-down with Oprah Winfrey last night on CBS. In the interview, the couple detailed to Oprah their life under the rules of Buckingham Palace and why they decided to step away. One of the biggest revelations involved the couple's son Archie and accusations of racism.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What? What was that conversation?
That conversation I'm never going to share.
I think the roof has just been blown off Buckingham Palace, and I think they've unleashed hell.
Also had a press team.
The interview airs in the UK tonight.
The task force on Capitol security is calling for sweeping changes at the building. That final report from retired Army Lieutenant General Russell Honore calls for mobile fencing around the complex. Also recommends creating more than 850 new Capitol Police positions and added security at all 900 congressional district offices. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi commissioned Honore to review security protocols shortly after January's riot at the Capitol. It's not known how many of his recommendations will be implemented. Let's get a look at your First Warn weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Kinalty with the latest forecast. Gary?
Well, it was at a nice day today. Temperatures were in the 60s here in Madison for the first time since the third week of November. And it looks like we'll probably be at or above 60 for tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Well, again, those mild conditions will continue at least through Wednesday. Thursday will be mild, just not quite as mild with high temperatures around 50. And then we'll see some showers later Tuesday night into Wednesday and Wednesday evening. Could even be a few thunderstorms in there as well. And it'll be windy on Wednesday and Wednesday evening as well, with winds gusting out of the south, perhaps as high as about 30 miles per hour. Temperatures right now are in the 50s through much of Wisconsin. La Crosse still at 60. There's actually been a weak cold front that has moved through the state to the south. Temperatures are still in the mid to upper 60s across northern Illinois and parts of Iowa. Compared to 24 hours ago, though, our temperatures are still running about 15 to almost 20 degrees warmer than they were at this time yesterday. Doppler track right now free of precipitation across the upper Midwest. That will change by tomorrow night as a weather system develops to our south and west and starts moving in here with some showers and again a few thunderstorms mixed in as well. You can see this on future track. Right now, notice that wind shift to the north behind the weak cold front, but just as quickly those winds become southeasterly and eventually southerly overnight as a warm front actually lifts northward and we get back into the sunshine for tomorrow with high temperatures. I'm expecting around 60, but it's certainly not out of the question that we could be warmer than that, especially if we get a little more sunshine. Now, tomorrow night, here come the showers and isolated thunderstorms arriving late tomorrow night and into Wednesday. Not a continuous rain, but when it rains, it could rain hard for a short period of time. And then as the cold front approaches, that will come through probably Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Now, at that time, the atmosphere will be a little bit cooler, so right now I'm not looking for any strong thunderstorms. There is actually a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms farther to the south, just off the map, across parts of Illinois back into Missouri. But rainfall amounts will probably be somewhere in the 1/4 to perhaps as much as 3/4 inch range, the 3/4 inch amounts in the areas that get a heavier thunderstorm. There's still piles of snow out there, but we've melted enough over the last couple of weeks at a slow enough pace that I don't think flooding should be too much of an issue. The upper air weather pattern, again, we've seen that shift that we were talking about last week, where the upper level winds now are coming in from the southwest, and that's bringing that mild Pacific air. Eventually, some of that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico gets tapped in and drawn northward, but just as quickly it gets cut off. Notice the polar branch of the jet stream dropping southward a little bit and combining with the subtropical jet stream. That means that we'll see a change toward colder weather for the end of the week, into the weekend, and the early part of next week. So temperatures won't be quite as mild. The really cold air, though, will stay up to the north near the U.S.-Canadian border. On weather track right now, you can see just an increase in clouds here. Those will move through tonight, and then we'll be back to some sunshine tomorrow, but almost no precipitation anywhere across the Midwest. Here's that cold front that I was talking about. It's already become stationary across northern Illinois and becomes a warm front out to the west. And on the other side of that front, temperatures are mainly in the 60s with even a few low 70s. So for tomorrow, look for skies to turn partly sunny again. It'll be breezy and mild, high temperature at least at 60 degrees, could be even a little warmer than that. 61 on Wednesday would be warmer if it wasn't for cloud cover and the showers and isolated thunderstorms. Not as mild on Thursday with a high of 51 and some scattered showers. Temperatures drop a little bit toward the weekend. There is a weather system that could bring us some mix of some light snow or light freezing rain Sunday night into Monday morning before it changes to rain as high temperatures get up to around 40. Any flurries will end early on Tuesday, and then we'll see dry weather for the middle part of next week. As we check first warn traffic right now, not seeing any issues on the Beltline or any of the major highways in and around Dane County. Interstates look like they're in pretty good shape, so the travel times are about average. 15 minutes either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and I-3990. If you're heading south on I-3990 from the Beltline to Janesville, that's a 25-minute commute. US 12 from Middleton to Sauk City is 16 minutes, and from downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151, it'll take you 17 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. And ahead at 5, the #1 team in the nation back on the court. What's ahead for the Badger volleyball team? That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stained caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean. And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick Pen with your order. The Quick Stick Pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate copays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month.
I called to get dental, transportation, meals, and the Give Back benefit.
With this virus situation, I called to get everything I'm entitled to. I couldn't believe I was missing out on so many benefits.
With the uncertainty of the virus, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-681-4397. That's 1-800-681-4397 now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
After a 2-week hiatus due to positive COVID cases, the Badger volleyball team is back in action today. The top-ranked Badgers returned to practice, according to their Twitter page. On February 25th, the team shut down all activities after there was a COVID breakout in the program. Head coach Kelly Sheffield says about 2/3 of players will be back at practice today. The Badgers missed 4 games due to the breakout, 2 against Nebraska and 2 against Iowa. Those games have not yet been rescheduled. The undefeated Badgers will take on Northwestern at the UW Fieldhouse Friday and Saturday.
Brewers officially add another Gold Glove winner to their roster. Milwaukee signing outfielder Jackie Bradley Jr. today to that 2-year deal. He took batting practice in Arizona today ahead of the Cruise game against the Angels. The 30-year-old has been a Gold Glove Award finalist 4 times, including winning it with Boston in 2018. Last year, he hit .283 in 54 starts for the Red Sox. Brewers outfield now has 3 Gold Glove winners. Christian Yelich won it in 2014. Lorenzo Cain won it with the Brewers in 2019. And stay with us. We'll final check your first warn forecast in just a moment.
It's Slumberland's Build Your Room sale. Look what you can get for just $20, $30, or $40 a month. How about 2 of these for just $30 a month when you spend $1,800 and pay no interest for 5 years?
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Menards has everything you need for your automotive needs. We carry a great selection of quality products to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Shell makes quality motor oil for performance and protection. It features advanced heat resistance and provides protection that adapts to your driving conditions. Pick up a gallon today for just $18.97 after 11% rebate. Save today with 11% off all of your automotive needs right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Joe believes we overcome barriers like addiction together. His funding of recovery coaches has saved lives and makes us all safer.
Joe knows the past year was hard, and his small business partnership with Dane Buy Local gave us an opportunity to keep our dreams alive.
Thank you, Joe Farisi, for putting a high priority on water quality, conservation, and prairie restoration.
Thank you, Joe, for believing in second chances and the best in all of us.
Thank you, Joe, for appreciating local food and supporting small family businesses.
Who really has the best beef? Meet the facts. Fact. Hy-Vee's standards are so high, their cattle have to be hand-selected. And only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to be called Hy-Vee Choice Reserve. Only 6 out of 100. Makes you wonder who's buying the other 94 and selling that beef to their customers. Get the facts at meetthefacts.hyvee.com.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Oh, my back. Hey, Dylan, need a mattress? Look what you can get at Slumberland for just $20, $30, $40 a month.
I love choices.
And you'll pay no interest for 5 years. The huge Sealy sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, hopeful signs for the pandemic. A new milestone as the number of total vaccinated surpasses the number who've tested positive, as the CDC releases new guidelines for those who are fully vaccinated. Plus, royal bombshells after Harry and Meghan's stunning interview with Oprah. How will the palace respond? And unifying America, how a community came together with Get Well cards. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary's here now with a final check of the weather.
Well, we've got a beautiful sunset shaping up to the west. You can see just some high-level clouds already starting to stream in, and will actually become cloudy for a time overnight, but that'll keep temperatures up. Right now, those readings are in the middle 50s to the lower 60s, a little cooler to the east of us. Otherwise, by morning, look for temperatures to be in the middle 30s. They'll probably stay that way overnight, and then tomorrow we're back to sunshine and high temperatures around 60. Showers, a few thunderstorms from late tomorrow night into Wednesday and Wednesday evening, some showers on Thursday, and then temperatures drop a little bit for next weekend.
All right, Gary, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell is next.